This fragrance is an abomination, and I absolutely love it. Caller ID. Hey everybody, Dr. Necktie on this Fragrance Friday looking at Uomo Intense from Valentino. And if we got on an elevator and you asked me, Dr. Necktie, what's this fragrance all about? I'll tell you. It's like an action movie. No complexity whatsoever. Easy to follow. Not very deep. Not very profound. This fun-loving gourmand is loud, it's bombastic, it's kind of a train wreck, but that's perfect for some occasions. It's like the Three Stooges. It's an eclectic trifecta of woodiness, floralness, and gourmandness. I'm pretty sure at least one of those is in the dictionary. And these are the main notes, but the main players here are tonka bean, iris, and chocolate. It is not listed, but this certainly conveys chocolate vibes. What's this thing performing like? Well, I'll show you on the dance floor. Yahoo! Woo! It's lasting you a total of about 8 hours. Quite strong at the beginning, but after the first 30 minutes, pretty immediately, it comes close to the skin. And unless you've been constantly exerting yourself, you're gonna find that you'll have to search for this a little bit, come closer to your skin to detect it. But it'll pump out as long as you go. It's kind of the embodiment of caffeine. It'll give you that extra kick that you want, but you might find that it crashes hard. Who would wear this? Well, I think the younger crowd would absolutely adore this. For the high school boys, maybe for the college party boys, the party animal in general. But I think if you're over a certain age, you're gonna find this quite juvenile. You probably won't jive with it. But I'll qualify it with this. If you love fragrances that smell edible, that have a chocolatey edge to it, or that have a vanilla fresh baked goodies kind of feeling, I think you like Valentino Uomo. The original is edible in its own right, and this, the Intense, even more so. If you are a gregarious, attention-seeking social butterfly, you will either love this or hate this. It's a polarizing fragrance. Now, when would you wear it? This scent profile was meant for cool weather. So, as these cooler seasons approach, yes, wear it then. I alluded to this, but it would be perfect for nights out, casual nights out. I could see it in a suit, but you gotta be having a lot of fun in whatever the suit and tie event is. If it's a more subdued suit and tie event, e.g. a funeral, this would be terrible for a funeral, man. Oh, that poor person would wake up from their death and open the coffin and go, what is that smell? And then you've got a corpse coming back to life on your hands. So that social event is out. As of this recording, it is $88 for 50 milliliters. It is $108 for the 100 milliliter. And that's the going rate these days. In fact, that's on the lower spectrum. You compare that to some of the best sellers of Chanel or Prada. Yeah, Valentino is hitting the perfect spot. To avoid the whole headache of fakes from the reseller market, just buy this at retail. It's a good price. The performance is there. It is worth every penny. And here is what I wish I knew about it before I got a bottle. I will admit to you, I panic about this because a few years ago, the Puig label was getting sold to Lancôme. And there was a big scare that the fragrances that Valentino had were going to get reformulated. And this was one of the chief ones that was getting talked about on the chopping block for getting a new formula. And listen, it is the same as ever. If I could put this fear to bed for you, under the Lancôme name, it is just fine. The concept of reformulation comes down to two things: decreased performance and altering the smell altogether. Now, if either of these things happened to Uomo Intense, I don't think that would be a bad thing. In fact, it could be an improvement. And that's why I rate it a B-. It's unwieldy, it's crazy, it's hyper, but that's the charm of it. It has a clear direction in that regard, and I have to respect that. It sets out to do what it wants to do clearly. We all need something a little lighthearted like this season. So as the party animal, more juvenile older brother of the Uomo line, Uomo Intense has my kudos. If you want to connect with something more mature, I recommend you hear my full thoughts on this fragrance next. Perfect for the cool weather, but a little more sophisticated. When the price is right, share the spice of life.